Hello and welcome back for another video tutorial from Nottingham Music Excellence. So I'm going to cover some sight reading tests from the ABRSM Grade 1 saxophone in this video, and I want you to grab your saxophone and have a go at the test. So how this is going to work is I'm going to select the sight reading test from the book, and then I'm going to ask you to pause the video and have a go at that sight reading test yourself, and then I'm going to play it. And hopefully they both match up and they sound exactly the same, you know. So that's the idea. So I'm going to select 5 tests. Now, either you've got this book with the scales and the arpeggios and the sight reading for grades 1 to 5, or if you've got the actual exam pack version of the pieces, then the sight reading tests are exactly the same in the 2 books. Of course, if you haven't got the book, then do order it as you'll need it for this video. Anyway. Hope you enjoy the video. Let's get to it. Here we go. Okay, so the first test I'm going to play for you is number 3, and it's marked March. It's in F major. So just have a look through that test, see how many B flats you've got in there. Have a go at that test now, pause the video, and I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay, I hope that went very well for you. I'm going to play you how it should have sounded. Here we go. And now over to test number 5. This is marked Moderato, also in F major with the B flat in the key signature. So just be having a look through there, see how many B flats you've got. Try and decide on what tempo you're going to play this at before you start playing. And notice there's 2 different dynamics there, very similar dynamics, but have a go at that test, pause the video, and I'll see you back in a second. Okay, so number 5 should have sounded something like this. And moving on to number 8 now, this is marked Smoothly, and notice change of key now, so we're in G major, there's an F sharp in there. Have a little look through, see how many F sharps you've got, decide on what speed you're going to take this at, and again there's 2 different dynamic levels. Okay, so have a go at that test, number 8, and I'll see you back in a second. And number 8 should have sounded something like this. Okay, so I hope that's going well so far. Just as a little bit in the middle of the video. Now, one of the things that I hear with pupils a lot is they just dive into these sight reading tests far too fast. They sort of panic a little bit. So really think about the tempo that you're going to play it at, and remember that the quavers, sounds obvious now, but the quavers are exactly double the speed from the crotchet. So try not to play the quavers just like a little bit quicker. Make sure they are exactly sort of bum, 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 bum. So make sure the quavers are exactly double the speed from the crotchets. Okay, so moving on to number 10, same key signature, F sharp in the key signature, and just have a look how many F sharps you've got in there. Have a go at that, pause the video, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so number 10, Moderato, should have sounded something like this. And moving on to number 12, we're back with the B flat in the key signature. It says Allegro, so perhaps we'll play this a little bit more lively maybe. And it's a 4/4 time, so this will be the longest sight reading test that you get. So there's 4 beats in a bar, and you've got 4 bars of it. And again, there's two different dynamic levels. Be careful of these sight reading tests that start off with a long note. Just be careful you don't rush through it, because on the second half of that test you have got crotchets and quavers. Okay, so pause the video, have a go at that, and I'll see you back in a second. Okay, so number 12 should have sounded something like this. Okay, so that's it for the sight reading test video. I hope you found that useful and it gives you a bit of an idea of what you're up against in the exam. So just, I think to summarise, don't rush into these tests. Really think carefully what speed you're going to play them at. They're all roughly the same speed, to be honest. I mean, they do kind of vary. It says moderato or allegro, but I think for grade 1 sight reading, there's kind of only so much sight reading speed you can sight read at, isn't there? So take your time and just make sure that what you play in there does make sense at the speed that you play it at. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so I think that wraps it up for this video. Best of luck with the exam and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!